Michael Jackson's lucky numbers are the 2, 7, and 5, and I'm going to prove that now.
Welcome on, let's get started. The purpose of this challenge is to do case studies on celebrities, historic figures, places, and major companies, and see how their 3 or sometimes 4 key numbers for some depending on their birthdays, and 2 or 3 challenge numbers for some depending on their birthdays apply to them in their everyday lives. These videos are for the ones that have said they wish they knew then what they know now, the ones that desire to start businesses, or the ones that like mind-blowing things. If any of this applies to you, then this is for you. By seeing how the numbers apply to people, places, and businesses, you can take advantage of finding out your numbers, knowing your personal cycles. Then being at the right place at the right time could be easier, better results in business, and knowing when to ask for promotions based upon your harmonious personal cycle. There's so much to this, but for the ones who are not familiar with numerology, I'll try to make it as simplistic as possible with how I get the numbers on anyone or anything, and how I come up with the numbers for the universal year and the personal year, as well as the universal months and the personal months. So without further ado, let me start with my first example, Michael Jackson. Born August 29th, 1958, he is a 2-person. His key numbers are the 2, 7, and 5, and his challenge numbers are the 9, 8, and 3. His key months are June going into July, May going into June, August going into September, April going into May, and September going into October. His challenge months are March going into April, October going into November, December going into January, November going into December, and February going into March. To get his key numbers, I needed to start by reducing his date of birth, the 29th, to a single digit by adding the 2 and a 9, which got me 11, then adding 1 plus 1, which got me 2. In numerology, the 7 is the companion number to the 2. The 2 and the 7 are the moon numbers. They can't be separated in someone's key number. So if someone's born on the 7th, 16th, or the 25th, then their key numbers will be the 7 followed by the 2. And if someone's born on the 2nd, 11th, 20th, or the 29th, then their key numbers will be the 2 followed by the 7. He gets the 5 because he is a Virgo, and 5 rules the zodiac sign of Virgo and Gemini. He was a part of the famous group, the Jackson 5. Now, he first did that moonwalk May 16th. Remember, May is one of his key months, and 16th, 1 plus 6 equals 7. 7 is a moon number. Remember I said that? And he did the moonwalk on that day. Think about it. So he was married twice. He first married Lisa Marie Presley on May 26, 1994. Now, there goes one of his key months again, May. Then 1994. If you add up 1994, 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 4, it gets you 23. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Then he married again to Debbie Rowe, and that was on November 14th. 1 plus 4 equals 5 in 1996. If you add up 1996, 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 6 equals 25. 2 plus 5 equals 7. You can't make this up.
Jackson was rushed to the hospital last night after a bizarre accident.
Jackson, one of the world's most successful recording stars, was rushed to hospital.
So let's review, people. The Pepsi incident with Michael Jackson occurred January 27, 1984. Now, if you break down 27, 2 plus 7 equals 9. That is one of Michael Jackson's challenge numbers. Also, keep in mind, for the ones that are familiar with numerology, you would know 9 is the ruler of accidents, fires, cuts, burns, especially freak accidents. So I'm not going to say it was a coincidence that this occurred to him. It's very unfortunate, but that happening on a 9-day and one of his challenges or his challenge numbers are a 9-day, one would be like, wow. Like I said before, this is mind blowing. You can't make this stuff up. You can look this stuff up yourself. Break down the dates that I presented for yourself. Get the calculations for yourself. Do some more research, because you cannot make this stuff up, people. This is real. This is the real deal. It still amazes me to this day. And I've done this research a while back, but when I go over it, it's just like, wow. But enough rambling. Let's continue. So that was Super Bowl 27, January 31st, 1993. Let's break that down, starting with Super Bowl 27. You break down 27, 2 plus 7 equals 9. Remember, 9 is one of his challenge numbers. Now, challenge numbers are not all doom and gloom. Challenge numbers could be here to teach you something or to challenge you to do your very best. And looking at that performance, he did the dang thing. He did his very best. Now, looking at the month, January, latter part of January. Then looking at the 31st, 3 plus 1 equals 4. Then you break down 1993, 1 plus 9 plus 3 equals 22, 2 plus 2 equals 4. However, let's dig further. Let's see if there's any 9s, 8s, or 3s, or 5s, 7s, or 2s in there. If I take his birthday, just his birth month and his date of birth, apply it to 1993, so August is the 8th month. I break down the 29th, his date of birth, 2 plus 9 gives me 11. 1 plus 1 equals 2. I take 8 plus 2, it equals 10. Then you break down 1993, which gave me 22. So I would come up with 32. Now, if I break that down, 3 plus 2 equals 5. He was in a 5 personal year when he did Super Bowl 27. So he was in a favorable year when he did that performance. And remember, just FYI, 5 is a median number as well. So this is getting good. Some good stuff. I like this. How about y'all? Let's continue.
My brother, the legendary king of pop, Michael Jackson, passed away on Thursday, June 25th, 2009. It is believed he suffered cardiac arrest in his home. However, the cause of his death is unknown until results.
Now, you may be thinking, he passed on one of his key months, his key dates, in a key year. So what gives? Well, let's go over the personal year that he was in. We take his birth month, August, which is the 8th month, and break down the 29th by adding 2 plus 9, which is 11. Now, 2009 is the year we want to know about because it's the year he transitioned. 2 plus 0 plus 0 plus 9 equals 11. So to sum it up, I have 8 plus 11 equals 30. 3 plus 0 equals 3. He was in a 3 personal year. Now, let's find out what personal month he was in. You do that by adding the personal year that he was in, which was a 3 personal year, and add it to June, which is the 6th calendar month. 3 plus 6 equals 9. He was in a 9 personal month. Both the 3 and the 9 were his challenge numbers. I know it's a lot to take in, but in more videos I'll go over it and elaborate on the personal years, the personal months, personal days, personal weeks, what have you. Because it's a lot to this, like I said before. And for the ones that know about numerology, I understand you don't break down the 11 because it's a master number, but for simplistic purposes, I needed to find that happy medium for the ones that have no foundational knowledge of the science. So in later videos, I'll go over that, the master numbers, and why you don't break it down. But if you enjoy this content, please like, share, and subscribe.